guys, and welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Rye coming at you in another video. If you're new here, my name is Rye. My channel is all about crafting, to cooking, to vlogging, to all that good stuff in between. So make sure you hit the subscribe button so you don't miss out on that. Now, welcome to another Checking In with Rye. If you guys don't know, I already posted a video probably about a year ago, just checking in, telling you guys about my anxiety and depression. This video is a little different, and I'm going to tell you why. About 6 or 7 months ago, back in September, I broke my knee in 3 places. You're probably like, what? Your knee? How? So this is a little story about how I did it. First, water. So it was just a normal 3-day weekend. Me and my husband were hanging out. We didn't want to do much, so we were playing games. So as we were playing games at our kitchen table, he got up because we were ordering food, but I got up because honestly my butt was numb. We were sitting there for like an hour playing Monopoly or something. And I wanted to go check on my guinea pigs, and I wanted a glass of water or a soda or whatever. So I got up. Now, he was doing laundry. We have a little portable wash machine. So he was like, let me throw in a few things. So he threw in a few things, not knowing that the wash machine came undone. I got up and I slid in this much water. Probably like, what? How'd you slide? I slid. If you guys don't know, I like walking barefoot. So I didn't know that there was water on the floor, and I slid. Blacked out. When I woke up, I was like, babe, my knee. He was like, what do you mean your knee? What just happened? He wasn't paying attention. So I asked him to get me a cup of water. After he got me a cup of water, I felt like I couldn't move. So I just stood there and just stared at it. I was in so much pain. I didn't really know. I was like, oh, I'm fine. I'll be fine. I texted my coworker, Lily, and I was like, I think I just fell and my knee is messed up. So she said to ice it. Obviously, I was going to ice it. And then a little while later, she texted me back, oh, how's it doing? And it still wasn't down. It was like the size of a grapefruit. So she's like, I think you need to go to the hospital. So I agreed with it because I couldn't get up or anything like that. So I call my husband. I call Steve out of the room. I'm like, you have to call the ambulance because I think I just broke my knee. He calls. They ask for our information. We give it to them. All that good stuff. They come. There's 2 cops that come in first. They ask what happened. I tell them he was doing laundry. The laundry thing came undone, and I slid in the water. So they're like, okay. They jotted everything down. They jotted down my information, how old I am, all that type of stuff. So then the really nice ambulance woman came in, and the cops told them what happened. They had to lift me from the floor to a dolly, which was really hard because I couldn't really move anything, especially my left side. My left side is my dominant side, and that's the knee that I broke. So they lifted me up, they put me in the dolly, and then they took me down to the ambulance. When we got into the ambulance, they put a blood pressure cuff on me. Again, they asked me my name and weight and all that type of stuff. I gave it to them. And then from there, we went to the emergency room. So in the emergency room, we had to wear masks. So when I got there, they were really nice. They told them what happened. They took me back to the back, and they gave me a blanket and a pillow and a bed right away. They changed me because I was in shorts and a regular t-shirt, so they changed me out of the outfit I was in because they had to test on me. So that was really not comfortable. So we waited there for a few minutes, and then I looked to Steve, and I was like, I really have to use the bathroom. So I was like, excuse me, to one of the nurses. The nurses, everybody was really sweet there to me. I told them I had to use the bathroom. They gave me one of those little pee cups. I don't know what they're called, but so they gave me one of those little things, and I tried to go in like a bedpan because I couldn't really get up. So I couldn't go. I turned on music on my phone. I did this, and I started crying hysterically. And I was like, I can't go. They were really nice. They brought me to the bathroom. Now, bringing me to the bathroom, that hurt they really hurt. So they took me from my bed to the wheelchair, and then they wheeled me to the bathroom. They helped me on the toilet. And then after they helped me off the toilet, let me wash my hands, and then took me back to the bed. I could not stop apologizing apologizing to these women because I felt so bad for doing this, even though they do it on a day-to-day basis, and they probably deal with even more worse patients than I was. So they put me back in bed. Now, at this time, I was just really, and I was in so much pain. I was just like, come on now. Like, I was in so much pain. I finally got an x-ray. They did, they did the x-ray, but they couldn't see anything there. I don't know why. I don't know how they couldn't see anything. So they couldn't see anything. So after the x-ray was done, I went back to my room, and my husband was sitting there. We called his mom, but she didn't answer. Me, I was stupid enough. I was in so much pain. I didn't call any of my siblings when I should have, but I didn't. So that was on me that I didn't call. Plus my phone was dead, and all I had was my iPad. So I really can't call them on an iPad because they don't have an iPhone. But that's your fault. Anyways, I'm sorry. I'm just being silly. So after that, we waited a little bit longer. They came in and put a bracelet on me, and they gave me medicine, asked me if I was allergic to anything. I told them no, but I just don't want anything crazy like hard drugs, just because I just didn't want them. Yeah, I just didn't want them. So they gave me what they could. They put an IV here, and I think one here, or they tried to put one here. They couldn't get a vein. They could not get a vein at all. They could not get a vein. They had one on my hand or on my arm. I think it was on my hand, but it was hurt so bad that I had to ask the nurse to change it. So, because it was literally like right here, like on the bone. So she changed it from here to here, which was really nice, and it felt so much better. So I was just like, we were laying there for hours. We were there from 7 o'clock at night to 5 a.m. the next day. So we were just sitting there talking. He bought me my iPad, which is amazing. I was coloring. At one point, I started getting hungry, and my husband didn't want to leave me, and I didn't call anybody of my family. So the nurses bought us some sandwiches and some waters, and it just felt so much better just to get something in my stomach because I didn't eat till from 2 o'clock the other day. So yeah, we waited forever, what it felt like forever, to get a MRI done because they couldn't see anything on the x-ray. Now, by that time, they were switching shifts. It was 12 o'clock. So I got a new nurse and a new doctor. The resident that was on standby, she was there. And I was like, "You're not leaving, right?" She said, "No, I'm not leaving," which was amazing because I don't like change. And I don't want to be changed to different nurses. I get, obviously, sometimes you have to do it. But the resident on call was always there for me. And she bought me, juices and stuff. And she was just talking to me and Steve, asking us questions. So it was really nice to have someone that was constantly there. Obviously, she left and had to do what she had to do. But she always came back to make sure we were okay. So we got the MRI done. Now, the MRI, when I say it hurt, obviously, it hurt. So they took me from my bed. Steve helped them take me from the bed to the chair. So they reeled me down. I had to hold my leg up because the foot thing wouldn't go because my knee, I'm so tall. So then we get to the MRI, and I was like, "Listen, I broke my knee. I think my knee is broken." So the guy, he was really trying to help me, but he put me on the MRI machine, and they took the MRI of my knee, thankfully. So then we go back, and I was like, I have to use the bathroom again. So the nurses helped me use the bathroom again. So 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning comes. We're exhausted. Thankfully, the nurses gave Steve pillows and blankets, and they gave me extra pillows and blankets, and we're exhausted. The doctor goes, "You broke your patella in 3 places." It's like, what? Broke my knee in 3 places. So that means I pretty much went like this in 3 places. I fractured it in 3 places. So she's like, "You can go to physical therapy tomorrow morning, but you have to wait." And look at my husband. I'm like, I'm sorry, I'm exhausted. I really don't want to have to be here for another few hours. If I can go now. And they're like, "Oh, you can't go now because it's not open," because obviously it was. So I was like, "All right, I don't really want to go. Can I just call them?" She said, "Yeah." She gave me a knee brace that goes from the ankle up, and it protected the knee. So they put that on my knee, and then we finally got to go home. So that's the story how I broke my knee. Now, the recovery wasn't easy. So now we're going into the recovery part of my knee. I get home. My mother and my mother-in-law and my husband helped me in the door. It wasn't easy getting into the door at all, but I got in. I changed out of the hospital gown, and we went to bed. Now, when we went to bed, it wasn't comfortable because I sleep on my side. I had to sleep on my back, and I had to prop my knee up on blankets and ice it. So my husband helped me get changed. He gave me my medicine that they prescribed to me, which really helped. Really helped. And then we went to bed. It was 5 in the morning. We were both exhausted. 8 o'clock comes, and I really have to use the bathroom. Remember, guys, I can't get up because it's my dominant leg. So I had to wake my poor husband up. I was like, babe, I have to use the bathroom. He wouldn't get up because he was so tired. Finally, he got himself up, and he let me use the bathroom, and he helped me out. But he went back to sleep for a little bit. So how did I learn to do things on my own? It took a while. It took a long time. But, so, after, so, I had to call my boss and tell her what happened. So, this is the crazy part. So, my coworker, Lily, told my job that I broke my knee in 3 places. She showed them the pictures, as did I think. Anyways, my boss is like, all right, call me the next day at 2 o'clock. So I called my job, and I'm nervous, and ring, and then all of a sudden I hear my boss's voice. So I was like, hi, it's Mariah. She's like, oh, how you doing? I said, I'm good, thanks, how are you? She goes, I'm good. She goes, knee? Really? I was like, yeah, I broke my knee in 3 places. She's like, how'd you do that? I was like, I told her. Then I told her the story about what happened. She goes, all right, how long do you think you're going to be out? I said, I don't know, months, maybe 2, tops. So she's like, all right, keep us updated. I hope you feel better, and hangs up the phone. So that was really, my job has been phenomenal with the whole breaking the knee part. My boss and my coworkers. So the first day I'm home, my coworker Lily calls me, and she's like, how you doing? How you feeling? I miss you. Oh my goodness, this is crazy. And I miss them too. I'm a workaholic. I love my kids. I love what I do. And yeah, so I was like, I'm good. So she's like, let me see your knee. I'm in just a shirt because I can't put nothing on my pants and maybe a blanket. So I showed her my knee, and then she's like, oh, show this person and show this person and show this person. So it pretty much showed my whole building what my knee looked like, including my 2 bosses, which was pretty funny. And she'd always check in on me, which is really nice. Between texting or calling, she'd always check in on me, which you were a godsend when you did that. So thank you for keeping me company. Now, I was on bed rest for 2 months. What did I do? I watched Netflix. I colored. I iced my knee. I kept my knee above my heart. All that good stuff that the doctor told me to do. I took my medicine. And my amazing husband and my mother-in-law took care of me. They made sure I could use the bathroom. They made sure my meals were okay. They even made sure that my guinea pigs were taken care of at the time when I had them. So I had nothing to worry about but getting better. Guess what your girl wanted to do? I wanted to go back to work. The first day, I was sitting up and coloring. I was like, all right, I'm done coloring. I was watching a video. Okay, I'm done with this. I tried to get up out of my bed, and thank goodness for my husband's mom, because she would not let me get out of bed. She was like, no, you're staying in bed. Stay in bed. That's what you're supposed to do. Here and there, she would help me move from the bed to the couch, which was a little better, and then I'd ice my knee. So honestly, if it wasn't for my mother-in-law and husband, I probably wouldn't be able to walk right now. I had a few friends stop by, and they bought flowers, and they bought goodies, and it was really nice to see all the smiling faces, because I couldn't leave my house. Couldn't even get down the stairs. So they come and hang out, and it was really, really nice to see some familiar smiling faces. So recovery stunk because I couldn't move and I couldn't walk. And I was antsy. I wanted to see my kids. I wanted to see my coworkers. I wanted to see my friends. I wanted to get back to normal life. But at the same time, I couldn't because my knee had to heal before I could run. So I did everything I had to do. I iced it. I stayed in bed. I watch Netflix nonstop. I probably watched everything on Netflix. I needed new shows to watch by that time. So I was pretty much like done with Netflix. I colored a lot. I read some books. I slept because I was in so much pain that I couldn't sleep at night. So I slept. And it was pretty nice. Now you're probably like, Rye, you've had 2 months off. Come on now. 2 months off is amazing. It is amazing if you earn the time. Me, I didn't earn the time. I just got the time because I stupidly broke my knee. So it was like a vacation, but it really wasn't for me because I was on bed rest for 2 months. So I finally got a chance to finally use my crutches. I learned to use my crutches. My friends were showing me, oh, this is how you do it. But me being lefty, it was hard for me to move my leg. But I finally got the hang of it. So between using my crutches and not being able to walk, I used a chair. You're probably like, a chair? What? My husband had an extra computer chair that he wasn't using. So I took that and I put it in our room, and I put it really, really close to our bed. And every time I had to use the bathroom or wanted a drink, instead of calling my mother-in-law or asking my husband who was working, I picked myself up with the crutches, put myself in the chair, and then I pretty much used it like a boat. And I took my crutches and I was like I was on a boat, which was pretty cool. It was fun too. Obviously my mother-in-law and husband still made my food and my cup of coffee and all that type of good stuff. But when I had to use the bathroom, which I have to use the bathroom like, I don't know, five times a day, I used the chair, and that was a godsend. So you're probably not like, right, how'd you shower? I had to buy a shower chair, and I found the simplest one I could find, and it fit our bathtub. So I would take the chair that I'm using as crutches, and I would put it in the bathroom with me. I'd bring my towel and all that stuff, and then I would easily get unchanged, and I would take my left hand and pretty much scoot myself onto the chair, and then I would start to shower. I wouldn't do nothing crazy. I'm not gonna shave my legs. I'm not gonna do this. I showered and then got out. Now, how did I get dressed? The same thing. When I got out of the shower, I just put it back on my clean clothes and threw my old clothes in the hamper. So that was an adventure. Now, thankfully, I got, what the heck is it called? Physical therapy. My physical therapist team was amazing. I went to them, I think, 3 times. No, like once a week. I couldn't go 3 times because Steve was working, and it was just too much back and forth for me. So probably like a month and a half, I finally was able to walk. So I went to physical therapy, and I rode a bike, and I did like leg ups, like, these thingies where you have to go like this. Sorry about my foot. I'm just trying to show you. And it really, really helped. So when I went back to my doctor, I had a regular knee brace on that Steve got from Amazon because my knee's still killing me. Right now it's killing me. I mean, it's been killing me all week. So I put that on, and he was like, oh, how you doing? You seem to be recovering well. I said, yeah, I'm recovering well. So he took off my knee brace. He did an x-ray. He looked at it. So did his other doctor. They looked at it. And they're like, oh, do you think you're ready to go back to work? I said, yeah, I'm ready. He goes, do you think you'll be able to do like everything you normally do at your job? Because like you guys know, I'm a teaching assistant. So I do pretty much everything my lead does. But if she needs me to do something, like if she needs me to put out the cots or something, obviously I do it. So I'm like, yeah, I think I'll be able to do it. So he was like, all right. He wrote a script, and I was back to work November 5th of this year. So I was out from September 3rd to November 5th. Those 2 months were crazy. But I'm thankful that I'm healed. I'm thankful for this to happen because it really showed me that I am a strong person and that I can get through any storm, especially with great friends and family behind me. And it really showed me that no matter what, no matter what, I got this. So that's the story about how I broke my knee. It wasn't pretty. If you guys want to go check out pictures on my Instagram, go ahead. They're there. You'll see the real tears. So you guys know that I'm not kidding about this. My knees, this knee is, you see how it's small? Yeah, this knee is 10 times big. You see? That's real. And I can't bend this knee as much as I'm bending this one. So this one's still the size of a grapefruit, and this one's like an apple. Anyways, on to the good part of where I am right now. As you guys see, I'm in a different space. I'm in a different area. So as I was healing, Steve and I were looking for apartments, and we found one, and we took it, you know? So I moved, so we signed the lease on my birthday. We moved in the middle of November. We've been here ever since. We love it. So this is my new makeup area. If you guys want to see a makeup video, comment down below. If this ever happened to you, if you ever broke a finger, a nail, I don't know, an elbow, a knee, comment down below. I want to hear about it. I definitely want to hear about all your silly stories. Even if you didn't break anything, comment down below. Also, if you guys want to see a apartment tour, comment down below. Yeah, comment. Go ahead. I'll wait. Did you do it? I hope so. Anyways, I am blessed to be where I am right now. I am back at work. Like I said, I've been back at work since November of last year. I celebrated my birthday with my students, which is really nice. And we moved into this beautiful place, and this was my birthday gift because this is what all I really wanted was to get back to my normal life. So yeah, guys, that's what's been going on. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you do, give it a thumbs up. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I am back at it, and this has been Checking In with Rye. I love you guys. Stay tuned for more. And I'm sorry if this video was a little boring, but that's what's been going on. I love you guys. And let's get back to slicing up. I don't know. I'm tired. All right. Later.